It's Donna here with Sparkle and Sprinkle, and for your November multi-project kit club, we are bringing something very special to you, and you will have it in time for the holiday season. And you are getting a really cool kit where you can create this fantastic treat box, and it's even got a little window inside. You're gonna get a lot of special little goodies to create this, and your kit will include everything you need to create 3 of your boxes. And you are gonna be receiving a fantastic paper pad by Kaiser Craft, and this is the 6x6. Beautiful papers, everybody. Well, that doesn't really work. It helps when you're the right-handed. Beautiful papers. There's some foil paper in there, some glitter paper. Really gorgeous. Check it out. You're going to love it. Plus, they've got all the cutouts in the back, which I absolutely love. You're also going to be receiving 3 beautiful glitters. I'm clearly having trouble with my arms today. 3 beautiful glitters by Sparkle and Sprinkle. Victorian Christmas, which is going to work wonders. So beautiful. Looks great with these papers. Elegant Emerald and Fire Engine Red. What would a Christmas cookie box be without some red, green, and Victorian Christmas glitter? You're also going to be receiving a surprise foil tape. It's going to either be the emerald color, silver, gold, or the rose gold. All of the colors will match great with your box, a great little accent. You can also throw them on your cards, your envelopes over the holiday season, which will look fantastic. Just a little thank you gift to somebody. Add a little something special and sparkly onto their gift. You are also going to be receiving the brand new VersaFine Clair, and this is the Verdant color. This is a cool ink pad, people. Check it out. You're going to love it. And we also have a little special sweet treat coming your way. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this month's multi-project kit club. Remember, subscribe if you don't know what a kit club is. This is one of our 2 clubs that we offer during the month, and you get everything you need that you see in this video, pretty much beside all the adhesives that I use, because that would be then the whole kit. But you get everything you need to create these awesome projects and all the instructions as well at a discounted rate if you become a member. So check that out. I wish you guys all happy holidays, and thanks again and again and again for watching. Okay, so to assemble our adorable window gift box, here's your window part. I am just going to start by scoring. You can use a bone folder. This is the scoring tool from my envelope maker. So anything you have handy. You can also use a scoring board. And I am going to show you 1 or 2 pieces from the base of our gift box, and then I'm going to show you our 1 or 2 pieces from the base of the top, 2 pieces from the base of the top, and then I'm going to speed everything up so you don't have to watch me fold each section. So on your cardstock that comes pre-cut, there is a side with some texture to it, and then there's a flat side. So I chose to have the texture side be the front of the box, so I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to take a straight edge, and then when I am going to use my bone folder, because I'm not using this on a scoring type of a scoreboard, I am going to do it on the inside. If you're using a scoreboard, whatever your preference is, but obviously the scoring here is not going to be very deep. So I'm going to score there, and then as you can see, there's 2 different thicknesses on your base. There's a thinner one, and then there's a thicker one. So on the thicker one, these flaps are what you are going to be folding in to adhere all your pieces together. So I'm going to do 1 on each side. Just score that. And then I'm going to score across the top. Very exciting watching someone score, but I know just like you, I appreciate these videos because I take something out of the package and go, huh, what am I supposed to do here? So not only are you going to get instructions but I'm gonna definitely tell you in the instructions to refer back to the video because it's much easier to see. So it's the little flaps on this one that you're gonna wanna score. So little flaps on the skinny one, as well as straight across, and then the base on all of them, which I forgot to do. So here is the score parts on your skinny ones. You've got the base on the bottom, across the top for the fold over flap, and then the two little flaps on the side. And then on the thicker one, you have the folder flap on top, the two flaps on the side. There you go. And the reason I used a ruler and a scoring tool is not everyone has a scoreboard, so I just wanted to make sure if you don't have a scoreboard, you know you could still do this. So those are the folding lines that you need to do on your base. So once you've done those two, go ahead and repeat for the whole base. And then on top here, it's pretty similar actually. So you are going to set this guy aside. So for this one here, same thing. Just make sure you go line to line. So we're gonna do that for two of them. And that's gonna be the fold over. That's gonna go over your lid. And then you're going to have a score here. And this is such a great design, really well put together. Figured this would be a great opportunity for you to bring some treats to some coworkers. You can walk this over to a neighbor. My son loves doing that every year. We make a whole bunch of cookies and candies and just walk them over to the neighbors, and they love them. So this is a fun way to be able to do that and get the ball rolling. So this isn't obviously something you would send in the mail. This is a great way to actually hand deliver a gift. Although you could send it in the mail. Anything can go in the mail. Okay, so fold over the bases, the inside flaps, and right over there. Same with this guy. Fold over, and the inside flaps. Now, so we are all on the same page. This is all the scoring. Okay, I saved you the pain and misery of watching me in a fast forward motion score all of this. It did not take very long, so don't panic too much. It's actually a really quick and easy box to assemble. So what I went ahead and did is finished all my scoring. You saw the samples moments ago, and now we're just going to adhere it. I'm using 1/4 inch of my Tear-ific tape. If you don't have that, go ahead and add that to your cart. It's definitely a must-have. I like using this over adhesive. You can always use a dimensional glue. It just takes a little longer to dry, so it's really your preference. So what I went ahead and did was the pieces with the flaps towards your center cutout, these guys here, I stuck a piece of my Tear-ific tape across the whole thing. So what I basically did was I eyeballed it. Your Tear-ific tape you can rip with your thumbnail. I just did it like that, ripped a piece and stuck it on just like so. And then I don't really need 2 pieces. I just wanted you to see how it was done. And then on every other one, which are the ones with the flaps on top, I just stuck a little piece of Tear-ific tape by just going around and ripping 3 pieces of tape for that. So those are the 2 sizes of Tear-ific tape on the top flap. Now I'm going to go ahead and assemble, and then we will work on the base. So what you're going to do first is you are going to fold these little guys over, and you are going to take that middle piece off, and you are going to adhere just like that. So I'm going to go and do that for every other one. Take that piece off, fold that over, and adhere. And take my piece off, fold it over, and adhere. So look, if you don't get it the first time, there's 2 other times for you to figure it out. That's the best way to learn, right? Again and again and again. Okay, so now for these pieces with the longer strips, I'm gonna peel that whole strip off. I'm gonna fold that big top piece over. And then what we're gonna do here is I've got the adhesive right here on the front. So it's not gonna quite stick yet. And then I'm gonna hold it upright and then put some pressure there. And now it's nice and adhered. So did you see that? And that didn't require much assembly. So again, I'm gonna pull it up to where it needs to go and then push. So make sure you have a nice steady base or a table to make sure you're assembling that, and that's gonna be in the correct position. So fold that over, and then once again, I'm gonna insert that tab. So we're going inside this part here. See, the thicker edge is that inner flap that we folded over. And then we're just inserting the tab and then pushing down. So see how much easier this is with the Tear-ific tape versus if I had to hold and pinch all these and wait for a glue to dry. So that's why I prefer using my Tear-ific tape for this assembly for sure. But if you just have glue, you'll be fine. Fold that up and pinch. And then our last one, fold up and pinch. And look at that, you've got your lid. It's as easy as it looked. Okay, so now I'm gonna set my lid aside and we are going to create our base by adding our Tear-ific tape. So this one you want to pay attention for. It's not that confusing, but you're going to put tape on the front and on the back. So, well, this is actually the front. On the front and the back. So on the front, you are going to go ahead and put your Tear-ific tape on these vertical edges. So these vertical flaps are each going to get a piece of Tear-ific tape. Now I'm using again the 1/4 inch. If you are going to be super picky, which is fine, you can use the 1/8 inch. The 1/4 inch is, it's like exactly a 1/4 inch. So it might be a little over, but when I peel it off, I'm just going to fold the tape onto itself. So that's going to go on the inside. So it's not going to be exposed at all. So you're going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of Tear-ific tape on the front of your box on the long flaps. Okay, then once you've completed that, you're gonna flip over your box and you have these top flaps on top. So we are gonna do the exact same thing we did on the lid of our box by putting the strip of Tear-ific tape all the way across. So I've got one here, and then I just, for my third one, I'm gonna take my Tear-ific tape and kind of do an eyeball measurement and put that right in the center. Oh, and I went over a little bit. It's Tear-ific. I'm just gonna rip that off. Look at that. No scissors required. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take all these guys off and I'm gonna hold up my base and we are going to, it helps if you could see it, so I'm gonna turn it around so it's actually facing me. And just like that, although I want those guys to go inside. Okay, next, go like so. I removed my tape. Make sure that's nice and lined up. And voila, that goes on the inside. Peel your piece of Tear-ific tape off. Line that up. Okay, and one more. Okay, we got through the fun part. Now we're just going to stick all these guys inside. And what you want to make sure here is you are going to have your basic flap. The bigger flaps are going to be on the inside. So you have like a little fold over one, and then you have the ones with the flaps. Make sure all your little flaps, these guys, are on the inside of the ones without the flaps. Okay, speaking flap lingo is very exciting. So I'm just gonna fold that down. And then, you know, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna stick pieces of Tear-ific tape. This is very well constructed. Too well. And I am just going to I'm gonna play Demo Donna and decide we don't need it to be that awesome. Just like that. Oh, it helps if you take the backing off. There we go. See, look at how great that looks. Take this guy down with the flaps. You want the flaps to be adhered first. Therefore, it looks so nice on the inside. Everyone's going to be checking out the construction of your awesome handmade box. Therefore, it's going to be perfect. So important. Okay, and does the lid fit? It fits! We made it! We made it through the assembly of our box. Okay, if I did it, you can do it. Next, what you're gonna do to add your little window is you're gonna take your Tear-ific tape and just simply add one strip there, one strip here, and one strip here. I think 3 strips is plenty of Tear-ific tape. If you want to go to town and add more, feel free. Remove the backing and you can just drop in your circle insert. All right, next we're going to get to the fun part. Stay tuned. All right, so now that your box and your lid are totally assembled, and I was sent the wrong size. So your lid is going to have your wreath is going to be nice and big and filled in, and this is printed out on the acetate, so it's not going to look like this, so don't judge my wreath lid. It's going to be a beautiful peekaboo lid with this gorgeous wreath printed on it already in color, and you're just going to go ahead and adhere that to the inside of your assembled lid. Okay. In this kit, you are going to be receiving your 3 boxes to assemble. You're going to be receiving your paper pad and 3 glitters, perfect for your holiday goodie box. And you're going to be getting the Elegant Emerald, the Fire Engine Red, and a Victorian Christmas. So these colors work really well together. You can also incorporate your silvers and golds. Really fun project. So when you're at home baking, this is another alternative holiday project for you to work on. These are the new VersaFine Clair, and these are a beautiful inks by Sukaniko, and you are going to be getting the Verdant in your kit. And this is what they look like when you open them inside. Aren't they gorgeous? Really pretty. This is a new type of pigment ink pad. You're gonna love it, so I really wanted to throw one of these in this kit so all of you out there get an opportunity to play with it. You're also gonna be receiving one of the metallic, the foil washi tapes. We have a mix of colors, so you're either gonna be receiving the gold, the green, the silver, or the rose gold. So those colors, one of them is going to come into your kit. They are all going to work great with this kit. So don't worry about that. Plus, it's perfect for the holidays. Just put a strip on the bottom of an envelope, put it on the edge of a card if you've got a photo card going out. Really fun to incorporate to all your holiday cards. We also are going to be throwing in this beautiful, really fun assortment. And this is the Christmas Mix 2. So this sequins pack is going to be coming in your kit as well. And again, with this is going to be so fun to just add to your child's holiday card, to sprinkle in an envelope. So this is a really multi-purpose kit, not just making your box. And then you're also going to be receiving this fantastic paper pad, which I absolutely love all of Kaiser's paper pads, as you've noticed. All right, so you also get this amazing 6x6 paper pad from Kaiser Crafts. And what I love about it, you guys have received a couple of these now, but if you're new to the Multi-Project Kit Club, you get all these cutouts in the back. These come in handy so much, especially over the holidays. Let's say you are sending a couple things to neighbors, to the office, to your kids for school, just a little something to say thank you. You've got all of these fantastic tags and pieces in the back that you can just stick on just a folded over piece of white cardstock and you're good to go. Or you can layer them on any of these beautiful cardstock sheets in here. So without further ado, let's start working on our little box. So we've already assembled our box here, and the next thing we're gonna do is, and everything of course is optional, but what I'm gonna do is go ahead and I am going to turn my white box into a really fun verdant green box. So I'm gonna use my little dauber here, and this is one of the blending sponges in the Nuvo blending sponge pack. And I'm just gonna dip right in, and you can obviously take your unassembled box and you can smear it this way, but I just found this was a lot easier. So I just went over my edges on top, and we're gonna be covering this with the trimmed out cardstock. So all I'm doing is making sure that I'm getting it along the edges. And you can do a circular motion, you can do a rubbing motion, as long as you're hitting all of your corners. And then for the top of my box, I am just gonna do like a pouncing because I'm gonna keep the inside white. So just go all along your edges, and then the top of them are nice and white. And then along the bottom, you wanna make sure you do like a pouncing motion as well. Just like that. All right, and then next what you can do, now you're gonna be receiving 3 boxes in your kit. So keep that in mind, because you can do alternating pieces on each side, or you can create a box with all the same colored cardstock panels. So this is a really simple cutout. It is 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, and that is the cutout of your cardstock. So once again, it's 2 1/4 by 2 3/4. So I went ahead and cut a bunch out. And then I also wanted to go ahead and edge it. Now, the cool thing is with using this ink, it dries really fast for a pigment ink. So, and it's not going to be sticky and wet. So I'm really using it for the color, but have some fun, play with it, add your stamps to it. Really try it out. There is a ton of beautiful colors, and if it were up to me, you would receive all of them in this kit because they're gorgeous. Check out Pine Cone. Pine Cone is really cool. I love it. All right, so I went ahead and just did my edges there, and then I'm gonna add my Tear-ific tape to the back, 1 and 2. And this is kind of becoming like a little mini card because we're gonna be doing some layering. I'm just basically going to give you a couple different examples of things that you can do to it, and then you are going to be the designer here and go to town. So just like that, I'm gonna just add my little piece of paper right on there, and then I've got one of my panels covered. So I did some different ones here. I love this paper in there, the cardstock. It's got Christmas cookies on it. How fun is that? You've got the gingerbread, the little stars, and it also has the glitter already on it. So that is really fun to do. Another cool thing about this ink is you can, beside doing the entire edges, you can actually go over the entire cardstock and completely change the look. So see the difference there? So you could do that with all the different colors. Now we're gonna do some layering. And what I did is I took this sheet here. So not only do you have all the punch outs in the back, but you also have this sheet here, which have all these great little sayings as well as the borders. So when I trim this out, I first trim all my borders off. So like that. And then you're able to go and make 2 cuts, and then you could cut these pieces out. So I'm gonna be using that to come in and really embellish parts of my card. So I'm gonna do my edging, maybe just a little down there and a little bit on this corner. And then I'm gonna add some dimensional dots. There we go. This is a great opportunity to just add a little piece of Tear-ific tape if you want along the bottom. I could do a little one like right there, just like that. Since this is gonna be popped up, I am not even gonna trim it. Plus I didn't bring my scissors in because they're out front. So I'm just gonna fold that over the edges. Take my coffee filter here, my fire engine red, throw that on there. Burnish that in with my finger tool. Don't forget to get the back because we folded that over. Tap that off. Take your glitter resist brush. All right, and I'm going to stick that there. And I'm gonna add a little embellishment. Ooh, so many fun ones to choose from. I think I'm gonna take 2 of these snowflakes. Peel those off, add those on. Stick that right there on the bottom corner. Add a little adhesive. Just like that. And there is one side of our box. So we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna show you the rest that I finish, and then we're going to work on our lid on top. All right, so I just finished this off with a little bit of dimensional glue on our hollies, and then we've also got the snowflakes there. So really the possibilities are endless. I also trimmed this little saying, which is written really tiny, but I think it's so cute. Wishing you all the timeless treasures of Christmas, the moments of home, the love of family, and the company of good friends. So you can use something like this and layer it here as well. I'm gonna show you another fun little thing that you could either do with your washi tape, your washi tape, the foil washi tape, or your Tear-ific tape, is just to give it an edge. And you can also, with that, use any one of your glitters. But since we haven't yet, I'm gonna use peel that off, like so. It's always good to sing to all of your crafts. In case you haven't started yet, I highly recommend it. Then your adhesives cooperate. Make sure you sing to them. Fold that over. There we go. And then I'm simply going to dip it. I could have poured this out on a coffee filter, which would have made my life easier, but you know, I know you guys, you stick around for the good stuff. So isn't that so beautiful? I absolutely love Victorian Christmas. It's so pretty and has such a different look. So we're gonna add this here, but before we do, I'm gonna go back over to my awesome paper pad and pick something out for layering. And I think I'm gonna use, this is the hard part, is there's so many goodies to choose from. I think I'm gonna use this little leaf to layer in the back, and I'm just gonna trim that up. Use my fingernail to push down the little pieces of paper sticking up from punching it out. I'm gonna take a little bit of adhesive here. I'm just gonna put it down on my craft mat. Oh good, you saw that. Is it in frame? That's always important too. So you can use dimensional glue for this. You can use some of your deluxe adhesive. I am basically just getting all the edges with a little glue on. There we go. And then I'm gonna go back into my dish and dip it into the glitter. Almost done. There we go. So now I have this cool little medallion with a very organic border of glitter. in the real world, we would let that dry for a little bit before adhering it, but we don't have time for that. So I'm going to take some of my Tear-ific tape, my 1/4 inch again, fold that over, add it to the back. And my son really does walk around to our neighbors every year and hands out treats. So it's nice because this year we can also give out our homemade treat boxes. So really looking forward to that, and I'm sure they will be too. Add a couple of dimensional dots back there, peel off the backing. Smear off my glitter. Oh, we need to add just a little bit more glitter here. Just a little bit. Coffee filters always help. You can tell it's the holiday season. Everyone's in a rush. Squishing their things, no time for stuff to dry. There you go. That's where Tear-ific tape comes in handy. When you don't have time for your adhesive to dry, use your Tear-ific tape. Nice and simple. So now we've got the 2 different layers. I'm gonna have to add a little embellishment from my fun pack here. And I think I'm just gonna do a tiny little glue dot here. Right there. And we are gonna use a gold deer, just like that. Need to have his antlers up. Just like that, just a little cute embellishment. Okay, so as you get the gist, you're gonna just keep going all around your box. I'm gonna leave my gingerbread guys plain, and then I'm gonna add more embellishing to my other surfaces. And then for now, we are gonna work on our lid. And I'm basically just going to do a light touch of my Verdant, and I'm going to do a light touch on the top. And you know, if this is something you're not comfortable with, you could practice first on some scrap paper. I actually like when things are a little bit more organic and not so perfect. And I know you already know that because that happens in most of my videos where I have to take things apart and redo it again. Okay, almost done. And just like that, I have finished the looks of my lid. Now keep in mind when you're adding all of your embellishments here to the base of your box, not to put anything on that top like 1/2 inch, because that's where your box is gonna go, your lid. So if you have anything going too low, it's gonna get covered. So that's just about right. So once you have this, you're gonna take your treats, and you guys are gonna all be getting your candy canes in your kit, which will be fantastic when added with the rest of your goodies. And you can also use your tissue paper that you receive in all of your kits to go in and cover up your treats in there. And then last but not least, you are going to be getting some twine in your kit. Let me go here so I don't go on my wet glue. So we're gonna be doing just a simple little bow. If you don't wanna do this part, obviously you don't have to. It's the multi-project kit club, which means I'm gonna show you one way and there's a multiple amount of projects you can do with it. Get it? Ha ha ha, bada bum cha. Cut that off and go back to my amazing book here. I'm gonna do this little, let's do this tag, the one with the holly berry. So pop that out. Helps when you can set it down. There we go. Pop this guy out. Just like that. I'm gonna take my edge again. And look at that, there's still so much ink left. Just like that. And then there's a tiny little hole we gotta pop out. Just ignoring my green glittery fingernails. There we go. And you can even layer more pieces on here. Have a ton of fun. It's like a merry-go-round of treat boxes because there's a ton of different stuff going on. Very fun. If there's ever a time of year to overdo it and go over the top, it's definitely the holiday season. Or in my life, every day. Every day works. So you can even pull this down so you're not interfering with your little peekaboo. There you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this month's multi-project kit club. You get a lot of goodies, so keep that in mind. And thank you so much for watching. It was a lot of fun to create this kit for you guys. Have a fantastic holiday season. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us at Sparkle and Sprinkle. Bye-bye.